Patrick's garage. Well, I'm facing the problem with cooling system again. You can see this lower radiator hose. But I can blame only myself and this cheapest hose. So that doesn't shock me. I can't pinpoint it exactly, but all my suspicions about this cheapest crappy hose. First of all, we need disconnect this hose. We need very careful because this fluid, this antifreeze, is very dangerous for animals, for pets, for cats, for dogs, especially for parks, small parks. I use blue or green antifreeze for all times memory. And nowadays, the color of antifreeze is just a color. The old hose is no longer needed. Difficult to pull out this hose, and I decided to cut out it. I need to find out exactly the same. Yes, of course, this work can be done professionally. But I can trust people in these days. I can't find this horse in my messy garage, and I decided to go to the junkyard. And I'm looking for any old radiator horses. If you like the way they look, I can buy something by rolling the dice. I'm not a gambling man, but everything is cheap here. Radiator horses. There are a dime a dozen in the junkyards. If you don't like rolling the dice, don't waste your money on this pile of crap. There is no guarantee. I need a little piece of hose, suitable in thickness. So I find these beautiful hose in this junkyard. And now it's time to put our horses. I need to make sure that hose fits and which piece should be cut off. Which to me is woefully inadequate because I like only original parts. But I gotta say, it's a pretty solid horse. It seems to me that parts was put on the factory to the cars will be better than parts that we can buy nowadays. You see blue tape. We need to make sure when we cut out this hose. Strange, of course, but we can see rust inside this hose. Maybe it's not going to take a long time to fix it. But I can't have some clown in a garage say, when I'm done, I'll call you. And of course, they're never going to tell you the truth if it's money coming out of their pocket. I hope these used hose without hidden damage. And I must say that in general, it's not necessary to remove alternatum. I just took it off last time, and it is not convenient to install the clamps. Nothing is almost impossible to do on the ground. Its biggest downside of old cars that we're not going to the auto parts store buy new quality parts. Of course, after that we need to tighten a fan belt again. Coolant in good condition. We'll fill it up to the up edge. Coolant also go out from the expansion tank. I got to say that it's good expansion tank cap. Original cap for radiator. Close the radiator cap and we can touch the hose and squeeze the hose with hand again. And we can see bubbles in the expansion tank. If you remember my old video about this expansion tank app, now I must say that this is very good expansion tank app. It works perfectly fine. Close clockwise. To be honest, very good cap. And do not open this cover when the engine is hot. The screws of the clamps are now at the bottom, and we can easily remove the radiator hose. Of course, only when it will need to be replaced antifreeze. When I was at the junkyard, I noticed what guys uses such vegetable boxes. These are plastic baskets for vegetables. Of course, I got them for free. I'll store the auto parts in them. It's of course completely free and very useful for Patrick's garage. These are absolutely free boxes for storing parts in the garage. This is a very cheap, crappy plastic, but there are a lot of stuff there. It's not good for home, but very useful in garage. It's very convenient plastic boxes. The position of the switch lever is not fixed. This is a very simple scheme. I decided just to replace this switch. When driving around the city, this malfunction is very annoying. Unscrewing to screw from bottom housing, and then the top cover, of course. And this is a old style switch, maybe oldest switch, and two screws from the steering column. All electrical equipment made in Germany, of course, West Germany. Two more type of different switches with white plastic in good condition. I think so. Very interesting construction. In all type terminals in different places. Anyway, scheme will help me. One wire is connected at one time. It's just not to confuse them. I really like this wire color. If there is no scheme, it's better to replace wires in this way. I don't know why, but these switches are very expensive. But if it work for you for another 50 years, it will be good. But I only have the old one. And of course, I have no a big wad of hundreds in my pocket to buy new parts every time. This switch will work for a long time. Make sure that wire's in right position and install it in its place. Installation, reverse or dismantling. Securing screws. These things are really well designed and made in Germany. This old parts is actually done in Germany, where they do it right. Bottom housing with two screws. Just tighten with fingers and only then with a Phillips screwdriver. And after that, top cover with one screw. And after that, tighten with screwdriver. And let's check it out. This is simple, reliable design. If we want, we can fix any of these switches. Just you need to give yourself time to accomplish this repair.